Uh-oh. My cat knocked you over. Occupational hazard, unfortunately. How are we all doing? I can't see you, my computer's off. Bear with me if you're saying anything. I'm getting to you. How is everyone? Did anyone celebrate Star Wars Day? Did anyone celebrate anything? Did you have a good Sunday? Are you having a good Monday? I feel like I'm dying here because I can't see the chat. Bear with me. I'm going to open it and no one's talking anyway, so it's fine. And she called it. Story of a lonesome streamer. Welcome anybody that arrives. Hello, how are you? If no one turns up, I'll just sit and sip my coffee. Talk about some points. Are we, I mean, I am competing right now with V-Day celebrations. I know that our patriotic country right now is celebrating. I, however, find it a little bit hypocritical right now. That V-Day, lest we forget. And it feels like we forgot. Someone forgot. I didn't forget. I can see it. My cat's just wandering around, I think, waiting to ruin the stream. Could it be ruined? I think I'm holding myself to too high a standards there. Maybe the cat would make it better. Shall we say hello to him? Oh, this is my cat. You stand on your paws, you'll be fine. This is Goose. He's a very fat cat. He's a very lovable cat. See if he brings in the views. It's me and you against V-Day celebrations, mate. That's what's happening. He so just doesn't want to be here. Is that not a cat's vibe all the time? That's just one of the cats. I mean no disrespect, but you are genuinely gorgeous. I take absolutely no disrespect from that. Thank you very much. That's very sweet. It's a nice first message. I was dying here with no one in the chat. I'm glad the cat helped raise the views. Now it's just rubbing on my foot. Shout out to the foot fetishes in the chat. We do not discriminate. We do not judge. That's what we're all about here. Inclusion. Making people who feel different feel like they have a place. That's what we try and do anyway. So get the likes in the chat. If you've got anything you'd like to ask me, I am a psychotherapist. I dedicate my lunch times on Mondays and Wednesdays, and considering more often if the vibes go up, you know. Dude. How embarrassing. You're complimenting the cat and I took it as me. How embarrassing. Stop it. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to lock him out. He's just having a mad half hour around the room now. Hey, just a user. Dog. What's up, dog? I'm from the UK. That sounds so unnatural coming out of my mouth. What's up, dog? Out. apologies for that. He will ruin the entire gaff. It's a slang for lol, for bro or something like that. Oh, right. Yeah. I understand what it means. I'm very up to date with American culture, more than in the UK sometimes. But I will say that is my first dog. If you were sending it my way, can I speak English? I am currently speaking English. If I am not pronouncing words properly and you can't understand me, then I'm sorry, I suppose. But yes, I can speak English. Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you. I am loving all the compliments in the chat today. I was from Ecuador, but I know English. Ecuador has the best chocolate. That's all I know about Ecuador. And that you're at the equator. So I write in thinking it's very warm right now. And your English is spelt perfectly. You're right. You do know English very well. I do not know Ecuadorian. Is there a language? What do you speak in Ecuador? My name is Steph, and I am a psychotherapist for a living. And I spend my lunchtimes basically offering my support, my help to try and bridge the gap in care, basically, that people are struggling to get to GPs, get to resources to help with their neurodivergence or their mental health. Maybe they're just struggling with something in their life. And I'm basically offering my free services for anyone that wants to understand a little more about themselves or a situation they're going through. That's what I'm here for. And to be told I'm beautiful, so carry on. Hola. Just that, but I know more Spanish. My Spanish is poquito, very little. But my Portuguese is a little better. Tudo bem? To any other Portuguese or Brazilians in the chat? Could I ask a funny question? Please do. Would you let me take you on a motorcycle ride? I'm not gonna lie. One of my first boyfriends had a motorbike, and I was terrified of getting on that thing. The first time was just from his friend's house to his house to get ready for a trip between Manchester and Leeds. I can't think how far that is in space. It's about an hour's drive. And I was like, how am I going to do this on a motorbike? And within about 15 minutes, I was having the best time of my life. Literally, I was like, I don't need to hold on anymore. I can like drive about. I was being told to like stop wiggling and stuff like that. So you know what? Yeah, sure. If I ever see you about with your motorbike, you can take me for a ride. As long as there's a helmet. We are all about safety in this house. Could I ask you a funny question? Did I ask you a funny question? Could you see X hamster? I feel like you're trying to make this into an X hamster or something like that, but no. Appreciate the funny question, though. It was definitely a funny question. Well, hello from the hello in the United States, Alison. How are you feeling over there? That's why I know a lot of English. It makes me understand why you know Spanish, though. Spanish is quite prevalent in the US, right? You're in the US as well. How are you going to take me on a motorbike ride? What? Yeah, how are you feeling over there, guys? With it's from looking from the outside in, it's looking absolutely crazy. But I'd love to hear from you guys. How are you feeling? Whereabouts in the US are you from? And I will not be removing any clothing, unfortunately. Sorry, dude. But I appreciate that it's very much hotness. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, whereabouts in the United States? Because it is a large area. In the UK, I'm literally, if you were to put a cross through it, I'm bang in the middle, pretty much. That's the best way I can explain it. The other way to explain it to Americans is if you've heard of Robin Hood. Nottingham is like 20 minutes away from me. It's very beautiful. Speaking of the UK being beautiful, I saw this morning that Trump's announced 100% tariffs on foreign films. Thank you for subscribing, Alison. Anyone, follow suit, please. Subscribe, like. It really, really helps the channel. It really helps me. It makes me feel good. But yeah, these tariffs on 100% tariffs on movies made outside of the US. I couldn't believe it. There's so many good films that the US come over here to film because I don't know if you've ever been here. Yes, it rains. Yes, we have funny accents. But quite a lot of it is beautiful. Like from the little small markets to the big, vast, open, green wildlife. If you were working on X Hamster, what would your favourite position be? Unfortunately, I'm not going to answer that question. This is a stream for mental health and well-being. I'm in no position to give my favourite position, especially as I don't think I'd have one. But thank you for the question. Yeah, I just think it was crazy to see it this morning. The tariffs, but let's ignore tariffs. We don't need a bad time here. If you're here to escape the V-Day celebrations, please do. Come in, take a seat, ask me whatever you'd like, apart from my favourite position on a porn site. Hello, Melissa. How are you doing, my darling? It's busy up in here. We've got the USA, which is fun. I was just reading chat then. Checking I've not missed anything. I think we're good. So yeah, what have we all been doing this weekend? Anything fun? Just had some lunch. I've not had mine yet, and I can feel my stomach starting to rumble. If it gets too loud, I mean, I'll go and grab something to eat. But I don't like eating on stream too much. It's rude. You don't want to hear that. And I'm respectful of the misophonia peeps in the chat that have so sensory overload when someone eats loudly around them. So we're not going to put people through that. You went out with your dad and got some food. I love daddy time. I've literally just reconnected with my dad after a good maybe 6 or 7 years of not speaking to him for personal reasons, crazy reasons that I have brushed upon every so often on a podcast. But recently, yeah, I think I've learned as an adult and through going through psychotherapy training that you kind of have to just accept people for who they are if you want them in your life. Sometimes you cannot change them. Just assume you can't change them. And then it's about working out whether that is okay in your space. We can't control other people. We can't change other people. They have to come to these realizations on their own. And I've learned it with a few different relationships throughout my life. More recently, there's a prominent one that I'm learning that just you have to back off. There is no saving someone. They have to save themselves. And that's why in counselling, we don't it's hard to say we don't give advice. I don't tell you how to fix your problems. I need to navigate you in a way that helps you come to the conclusion yourself. That's how the penny drops for anyone. That's how something sets in. You could be told something 100 times. You need to be able to learn that lesson yourself to really adopt it. So much to tell you what happened last night with my ex. I am locked in and ready. Go. Shoot off. Let's go. Oh, bless you. I hope that's, yeah, I feel like a lot of us forget, don't we? Because we care. We want the people that we love and care about to be healthy, happy. And sometimes selfishly, we just want them to be in our lives. And we try and have all that at once. And sometimes it's about recognizing some people will always let you down, man. They'll always, and not intentionally, they've got their own lives, they've got things that they want to concentrate on, they've got their own issues, they've got their own goals. So, what can we do? Salim, I joined your life in the first time. I deserve a gift from you. I don't work like that. You deserve a gift from me because you joined my life. At what point? I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to say no, thank you. Lindsay will be like, stop popping off at the chat. Sorry. But keep commenting if you want. It helps the algorithm. But no, I think that kind of entitlement. Am I being clear? Ain't flying around here. But I'm interested, Liz, what happened with your ex last night? Is this the one that you've been dreaming about? We were talking about dreams in the last podcast with Lindsay. Lindsay was there. Okay, warnings for so I have to be careful of what words I can say out loud. Okay, warnings of unaliving and self-harm in this story. Oh my god. Okay, so yesterday morning he added me back and immediately started saying how he was trying to unalive himself and was engaging in cutting. First off the bat, you know, I'm seeing a lot of manipulative behavior. Let's give this guy before I finish reading the benefit of the doubt. He's in a very low place, needs some help, and Melissa is so lovely and caring that he thinks she's gonna listen. Is that fair to put on someone? It's not, is it? But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's carry on. So he was saying he was doing this because he missed me. Okay. Yes, it's the one I was dreaming of. Wow. He was saying it was because he missed me and needed me back in his life. And then I tried comforting and giving him advice. And it got to the point where it got so scary, I told him, I'm a lesbian, I'm sorry. And he crashed out. He was like, why did I even try to come back? I tried fixing it. Okay, there's a lack of self-awareness here coming from this gentleman. First off the bat, trying to fix it, coming in that heavy with some trauma. You are going to manipulate the sweetest of people and turn away people that are the ones you want to be in a relationship with. Oh my word. No, yeah, we know. It was not a lie. I know a lot of women will be like, sorry, I can't, I'm a lesbian, just to get out of it. But no, we understand, Liz, you are a lesbian, and proudly, we love you for that. And he was awful. He was threatening to kill Alexei. He got a girlfriend 1 week after I broke up with him. 1 week, okay. So this man works on, this boy works on manipulating people. Literally self gratification wherever it will fit. If getting attention somewhere else, suddenly the grass seems greener. When that dies off, because ultimately, what good relationship starts that way? You lose them how you get them, as they say. He's scrambling, right? What do I do? Oh, I remember. There was that sweet girl that did everything for me. There was that sweet girl who was always there for me, no matter how crazy I was being. She'd see through it and be comforting and sweet. Oh my god. He told me I was uh, really, gullible. So he wanted me back. He's saying the quiet bit out loud, my darling. That is, I mean, thank you. Thank you to the men's who literally say the quiet bit out loud, because it leaves us without having to like second guess or trying to understand, or where are you coming from? We know, right? You said that out loud. This person right now, I wouldn't even trust being friends with. I personally, with the way that he is conducting himself, would protect my own sanity. Because you are a sweet girl. And right now, you're in one of the most, for your age, dramatic parts of your life. You're going through your exams. You're getting ready for your exams. You don't need any of this in your brain right now. And I'm so proud that you told him where to go. I'm so glad you're out. I'm glad you're a lesbian. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you've just scathed so much of the toxic male dating world. And I'm not saying all men, before there's men in the chat being like, hey, I'm a good guy. I don't mean you. And if you take an offense, that's not it. Not all mosquitoes cause malaria. But we still say we try and get rid of the mosquitoes. We generalize it, right? Honestly, we need men to not be offended when we talk about some men's actions. Silence is complicity. We know that. Hey, okay. Am I saying that correctly? Hey, Mark, how are you doing? It's lovely to see you this afternoon. Or I imagine it's quite early for you there. How are you doing? I've just woken up to Trump's news about 100% tariffs on films outside of the US being made. So he's just hitting all the crazy points as fast as he can, literally speed running fascism. So, and I laugh because if I don't laugh, I will cry for you, mate. I think it's horrible there. Your name is not Goki. What did I say? How do I say it? Pronounce the pronunciation. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I love a metaphor. Melissa, how beautiful is that name? I'm still not 100%. I'm pronouncing that correctly half the time. Not doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm sorry, Mark. I don't know if you want to share in the chat. You're more than welcome to. But I know personally you were going through it, and now externally, the US just doesn't seem to be supporting you anymore, at all. As if the Flint, Michigan water crisis wasn't bad enough. Now the whole of the US is seemingly drowning, isolating itself. Um, from the outside looking in, it looks nuts. And I'm really worried because in the UK, we seem to be going down a similar route. We seem to be just following you down that garden path. Um, the right wing nationalist, populist party, we'll call it. We can't call them right wing. They don't admit to that. They don't say the quiet bit out loud. Do you see what I mean? That's why we don't. That's why I kind of appreciate Trump. He just says it. You might not know what he's talking about half the time, but you're like, okay, know how he feels about that. Said the quiet bit out loud. When you've got Keir Starmer and Nigel Farage, they're just not. They're sneaky with it, you know. They're sneaky with it, and I'm disillusioned by the amount of the UK that thinks that the problems are down to immigration. The same people that walked us off the cliff for Brexit are now walking us off a cliff towards the Reform Party. And it's terrifying. I've lost my mum from it. I've not spoken to her for ages. Because Nigel Farage told her that my university indoctrinated me into believing. I don't understand how my university made me a socialist. It goes against my university's policies. It would make no sense. But that's what's happened, apparently. My woke leftism, my woke brain virus that Elon Musk has convinced her that I have is nuts. And I don't remember when we followed America so closely. Probably since we left the EU. Let's assume. I'm terrified to go to Canada now. Yes. I can imagine. Over the river they took down the United flags, and I'll probably have to get out of photography because it's getting too much due to China tariffs. Oh, mate, it's all coming for you. I read a crazy story yesterday about a traveller in the US. She was there on a green card. She travelled to Canada, and they somehow decided that because she did a few chores, she looked after a dog, she watered some plants, you know, just the odd little bit to like get her a bit of extra money while she was there. Granted, sure, that's considered labour if you really want to, but the amount of undocumented labour that does happen, the amount of, you know, when you sell something on eBay or Amazon or are people always claiming that in their tax? Like, do you know what I mean? So yes, a crime, a serious one. I don't think so. And she tried to get back into the US, and they said, "You can't get back in here. We don't want you. You violated your visa contract by having a job." She didn't have a job. So she went back to Canada. Obviously, she's in Canada still, and they said, "Look, we're not deporting you. We just need you to go and get the correct documents from the USA to say where you've been the last 6 months to prove that." The US wouldn't give her that, so they put her in a ICE unit for 19 days. And she said that most of the people that she spoke to in there haven't had any notification of why they're in there. Most of them have working visas or green cards. It's absolutely terrifying. My last name is Coban, though, which just means shepherd, which isn't as pretty. Oh, I think that's a lovely name. Please say Hadisa. Am I saying that correctly? Is there like a rolling D in there? Hadisa. But Hadisa. I think I'm saying that correctly. Who knows? Tying your hair suits you better. Is that because it's all like flat right now? I do realise you can kind of see my ear out of it. Hey, don't go giving me complexes. I'm here live right now. It's nerve-wracking. Scary. I don't mean to be caring about what I look like. Jesus. What have you done to me? Anyway, yeah, the China tariffs with photography, I imagine. I don't know how this is going to go down, mate. I don't think the average American understands how tariffs work. That when you impose high tariffs on another country, you it's paid for by the purchaser, the customer. Um, I was supposed to have a surgery last Friday, but it was cancelled 2 days before, so I'm feeling pretty unwell. I'm sorry, mate. I could cry for how much they're just letting you down, left, right, and centre. It really annoys me that we treat humans like this. You want to tell me that it's migrants, immigrants that are the problem? You have national born citizens in your country that haven't had clean water for so freaking long that there are early cases of cancer. It breaks my fucking heart. At what point does it give? Because me personally, I've always wanted to come to the USA. I've always wanted to travel to California, to New York, Colorado. Um, Las Vegas would be amazing to see. I. Oh no, have I just read that? Have I actually just read that? Basically, what I'm saying is I wouldn't come to America right now. Um, Absolutely not. The fear of being put in an ICE concentration camp. Yeah, concentration camp. If anyone wants to question me on that, yes. 10 toes down. Yeah, wait until the devil is out of the White House. That's another fear that I have. If he's going for Putin's dictatorship style, I mean, will there be the end of the devil at the White House? Um, Deporting Native Americans. How low can you get? I mean, you could stop the Israel war right now, right? Not you, the USA. None of this goes on any of the citizens. Um, Especially not in my chat. I know none of y'all. None of y'all. Um, how could you call, like, when you're erasing the history that you're teaching kids, when you're changing that sort of stuff, it's like the next generation won't even understand what Native Americans are. Indigenous people, what does that mean? The history, like, it's baffling, guys. I'm here offering my help, and I'm just like disillusioned by it all. I wish the world was happy and healthy and we could all get along. Mate, it really, like, I don't understand. I think that's what breaks my brain on a regular basis. Understanding, because we can say it's the rich, we can say it's the elite. We're the ones voting for these people. At some point, we have to say, we're, no, I personally, my beliefs aren't doing it. My vote isn't going towards it. But understanding that a lot of my fellow working class people don't feel the same. That they think they're just temporarily embarrassed millionaires. They're just a few clicks away from making the right decision and becoming a millionaire. And it's so far from the truth. Not only that, I can't imagine wanting to be a millionaire and looking over at tents as the rest of the country just suffers. I bought the perfect sticker yesterday at Cinco de Mayo. Ah, it was Cinco de Mayo yesterday. Ah, happy Cinco de Mayo for the Latinos. Um, Mexicans aren't going anywhere. MAGA. I love that. Shout out to the Mexicans, man. Hands down, my most favorite cuisine. My God. I know it's kind of the same thing, but in different like types of carbohydrate, but it's beautiful. The spice palette, the ingredients, the beans, the rice, the oh. The parade in Detroit was very cool. Does that mean it's on a different day in Detroit, or does it change? Cinco de Mayo was the independence, right? From let's be factually correct. Let's get this right. The annual celebration held on May the 5th. Oh, it's today. Oh, happy Cinco de Mayo. Celebrate Mexico's victory over the Spanish-French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862, led by General Ignacio Zaragoza. Sounds sexy. I think so much to do with Mexican culture. It's just cool. It's beautiful. It's so brightly coloured. The food is insane. The community is insane. Mexican food is my favorite. So incredible how well they make different seasonings. Yes. Oh my God. It is today, Cinco de Mayo. Mark, are you Mexican? I'm sure he wishes he was right now. But no, I don't believe Mark is Mexican. They had the parades yesterday since it was Sunday. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't understand. I know it's VE Day today, but they're celebrating today. VE being, is it the end of the Second World War? What is it? Some load of hypocrisy for. That's on Thursday, the 8th of May, is VE Day. Victory in Europe on the Second World War. God, it's insulting, right? John Clayton, is this Alison from Workaholics? I've never watched Workaholics. Who is Alison from Workaholics? If you found someone I look like, I'll be very impressed. Because I don't think I look like anyone. I don't know if we look alike. We screw our face up kind of in the same way. I can't show you these pictures because they're on my laptop, but yeah, I don't know if I do look like her. Oh, actually, now I see myself in the monitor. Yeah, not quite, but hey, I'll take it. I'm always getting excited when someone tells me I look like someone. I had a teacher that told me I sounded like someone before, and when I googled it and heard them, it freaked me out because it was like hearing my voice talk. But I can't remember who that person is anymore. Turkish cuisine is better than Mexican for sure. I'm not gonna lie, I do like Turkish food. There's something about a nice shish kebab with the rice, the peppers, and chips. But other than a kebab, I don't actually know a lot that is Turkish. I think something's Turkish, and then I realise it's not. It's I don't know, Lebanese or something. I do agree. I really like Turkish cuisine. There's this great in agreement. Never had Turkish food. Yeah, all I can think, the most options we have here is, like I said, kebabs. I'm going to Google what that is because I can't. Yeah, it has to be shish. I don't like shawarma. Shawarma is like, unless it's done really, really well. There's sometimes I have shawarma and I'm like, what's these like bits of gristle? Right. Lamakun. Am I saying this right? Lamakun. Uh, okay, what is this? Oh, this looks like a pizza. Oh, this does look nice. Wait, what is it? How do you pronounce it? Lahmacun. Lahmacun? Lahmacun. Am I saying that? Can I get some Turkish approval? Lahmacun. 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 Just making myself laugh here. Um, it's my favourite. My baba makes it for me. Oh, very close. I'll take that. That was the closest I was going to get. It's a Middle Eastern flatbread topped with minced meat, minced vegetables, and herbs, including onion, garlic, tomatoes, red peppers, parsley. Yes, yes, yes. Flavored with spices such as chili pepper and paprika, and baked. Wait, that sounds beautiful. Where do I get this? Turkish restaurant Loughborough? There's one in my town. Oh, okay. Who wants me and Lindsay to go and test out some Turkish food? Should we do it on a stream? Mark says, I adore haggis. I love haggis. My mum's Scottish, so been brought up on the stuff. Um, Scottish food is banging. Liz agrees. Super yummy. Every time I give it to someone that doesn't know what it is, you're not knowing what's in it until you try it. That is the rule. That is the only rule. I will not be having before you've even tried it. I promise you that when you eat it, you will love it. I love Scottish food. There's like a I can't remember the name of it now, but it's the equivalent of like a clam chowder, but it's like smoked haddock in like a buttery soup. Oh, oh, that with some crusty bread. Um, Edinburgh was a dream city, but so was Cologne. Cologne, Cologne. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. In Germany, I've never been to Cologne. Cologne. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. Um, Edinburgh was beautiful. It was during the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, so it was packed. So I'd love to go back there when it's not just massively hungry. Everyone is hungry in here. Probably that's why we're talking about food. It is lunchtime. I mean, Meliz, you've just had your lunch. I'm sure you're. Although, is it one of them cases where if you're having Turkish pizza, there's a second stomach for it? Like I've got room. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know I just ate, but there's more room. I am hungry even though I just ate. Isn't it amazing? This is my. Right, everybody, lock in. Just from talking about food, can you give me a checklist right now? Is your mouth a little more full of saliva than it normally is? I know mine is. Do you feel your stomach starting to like prepare? Do you feel like you're getting hungry? And this is because we're talking about food. Your brain has no idea if you are experiencing something real or imagining it. Has no idea. It will respond physiologically in exactly the same way. It will prepare your body for whatever you are telling it or being told by someone else. This is why we have to stop talking to ourselves in a negative way. feeling more nauseated thinking about food. I can imagine if you're having negative symptoms already, and something like a hunger pang, I'm sure, will make you feel really nauseous. Um, but this is why I say we can't talk to ourselves in a terrible way, because we can't tell that it's not actually abuse that's being hurled at us. We're giving it to ourselves, and our brain just accepts it. And each time you do that, accepts it more, and it becomes your reality. Um, I just really want ice cream. I love ice cream. There's something about soft scoop, like the in an ice cream, oh, Mr. Whippy in an ice cream van. Oh my god. I don't know what's different about that ice cream compared to like the ones you scoop out of a tub. Um, oh, and do you know who was involved in the creation of it? It's the only good thing I'll ever acclaim to her ever doing. It was Margaret Thatcher was involved in the development of Mr. Whippy ice cream during a university project. And so yeah, sometimes terrible people do nice things. That's my point there. Let's say something really positive about ourselves right now. I love that. Margaret Thatcher, yes. It's crazy. When someone says to me like, oh, Hitler actually did some good, I'm like, hold on a second. Bad people can do good things. That doesn't mean we let them off the hook. Only good thing about it, 100%. But yeah, some good things about ourselves. I love that. Guys, get them in the chat right now. What is a good thing you want to tell yourself right now? I want to tell myself I'm doing all right. The last few weeks have been stressful. I've felt a little lonely. I've not felt like I've been on my game. I felt very behind with a lot of the stuff that I've needed to do because it was taken up by emotions and mental processes. And the last week, I've just been realizing that I'm a strong cookie. I'm so thankful that I went to university to learn psychotherapy because I initially went to learn about my own brain. I wasn't getting anywhere with the NHS, and I couldn't afford going to a private counsellor. So paying or having a student loan that paid for me to go to university was my way of figuring out my own brain. And along the way, I guess I've realized I could be pretty good at helping other people as well. And I'm so thankful because a lot of that knowledge has geared me up to looking at life differently and in a better way. So I came across an Instagram. For some reason, I don't know if it's because I look at them for too long. That's got to be it, right? That's how the algorithm works. Is it will send me unhinged Instagram accounts of mostly women that are posting relentlessly about being watched by the FBI, the police are stalking them, and they seem to make multiple posts a day, clear psychosis. And I'll look at the one I saw yesterday was a woman that she said, I've just done my husband's hair. He's preparing for the woman he cheated on me with to have her baby. And then talking about how he's got borderline personality disorder and how she won't leave him because she understands that it's just a part of his condition and that soon he'll be back in her life. It's just temporary. And I literally thought, Jesus Christ, that would have been me had I not learned what's right and wrong psychologically, morally. I think I would have done anything to have kept a man around out of the fear of not having that connection anymore. My attachment issues, was, as we know, are already terrible. And I just saw this woman, and I thought, maybe a little selfishly, oh my God, thank you, I'm not her. I don't know, that sounds terrible. Probably not very kosher for a counsellor to say. As I'm not her professional counsellor, as I am just an onlooker of her Instagram page, and someone who reflects a lot on their own life, I just thought, wow. It was just post after post of them crying into their phone about how hurt they were and how much, I don't know. Yeah, sorry, I went on a little bit there, didn't I? But that was my thing. I feel like I'm not acting in the way that the old me would have done. And that's growth, right? So yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing all right. Take care, Mark. Have a great day. I hope you're feeling better soon. I hope you get that operation sorted. Um, I just hope you feel happy and healthy, dude, from the bottom of my heart. Um, Mark, I found a sign of my physical therapy office that I took a picture of for you and Lindsay. Make me think of you both, and I'll send it soon. Please do send it. I realised I missed. I don't know if I got to you soon enough. Please do send. You have our email, don't you? Oh, bless you. Lovely to hear. Yeah, I just felt. Hey, Jost, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, I'm just banging everything. Take care, Mark. You got this. So much love for Mark in the chat. I love that. I love that. Some people in their day-to-day life are not getting the support that they need. So if as a group we can offer that little bit of love in their day, I know that means a lot to Mark. It would mean a lot to me. I could cry. So, Liz, I want something nice for you to say about yourself. Same with you, Jost. I want to hear something that is nice about you. Nice to listen to you while you work. Or at least think to yourself a nice, positive message to yourself. Don't start thinking about food unless you're hungry as well. We've already covered that. But in the meantime, as Mark has gone, I wanted to say a nice thing about Mark. Mark is a fantastic photographer, and it breaks my heart that these tariffs might be threatening his hobby, his livelihood. He's a fantastic photographer, and it breaks my heart to know that these creative, neurodivergent minds just aren't being valued. And I really love every time he considers sending us a picture. It means a lot to me. I feel like it's an artist, right, showing a little piece of them, being like, we want to, and it just means a lot. Liz, I'm trying. I'm proud that I'm trying. I love that. You can't do anything more than try. At the end of the day, there is nothing more you can do than try. Try your best and forget the rest. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite saying, but it's up there. What about talking about the religions? I could talk about religions. I realised there was a question. Are you Christian? I'm not Christian. I would consider myself agnostic. I don't know. I think that's the closest that you can describe my religious beliefs. I'm far more spiritual, but in a sense that I believe we control the energy, and we are one with everything. We're made of the same material. It's just energy. Yeah. Do we have any religions in the chat? I would assume with Turkish you are Muslim. I don't know if I've got that right. My mum is Catholic, but my baba is Muslim, so it's odd being in a multi-religional household. I bet it's odd, but I bet it's quite, when people are like, oh, it just can't be done. These people just can't mix. And you're like, babe, It's my family, they're mixing. Religions are like funny stories. I've always viewed Judaism, Christianity, and Islam as like the extended editions, like the director's cut, expanded universe sort of. It's like, I think it's amazing that they kind of include the same monoliths, the same figures in different ways. But I find that really interesting. And I think that's a really nice way to look at religion. These books are teachings of high morals and ethics, and they're just nice stories if you want to take them that way. Wait, so what do you believe? Do I believe there's a higher power than us? Yeah, I think it's other humans. I believe we came from, I mean, where are we going from here? I'm of a science background, so I do believe in the Big Bang. I subscribe to Darwin's theory of evolution. I hope that's answered. So I have the tendency to focus on really random details, but I noticed your handwriting on that paper in front of you is really nice. Oh, bless you, thank you. I don't know how much you can see of this. I think it's really messy. I was writing something down because I saw what evidence can you provide? Me personally, I'm a psychotherapist. Not in the business of proving where life comes from, but like I said, Darwin's theory of evolution is my proof, evidence. Yeah. Like, it's not my job to do the proving. However, am I right? Do I know definitively? Of course I don't. Also, why do you have that opinion? Because that theory was come up with a long time ago. And as science develops and we get better at understanding the world through research, tests align with it, hypotheses match. But again, I'm not saying that I'm right, I'm just saying what I believe. Okay, so where's the evidence? I mean, you can Google this. I'm a psychotherapist, I've already said it. What do you believe, Big Dog? That's what I'm interested in. Oh, we're not going in circles. I'm interested. I'm happy with this conversation. The evidence for evolutionary theory is in the studies that have been done. Unless you find me evidence. Do you realise how you're coming across in this chat? It's very aggressive. Unless you find me evidence. I don't know if you saw the title, but it's free and instant advice. Not free and instant, give me evidence. I'm more than happy to have a chat about religion and explore what we believe, because there are plenty of religious monarchs that also believe in evolutionary theory. It's fine. No, it's just I don't trust your word unless you provide me evidence. And that's okay. You don't have to trust anything. That's your prerogative. We were saying at the start of this chat, we can't control people. You can't make someone believe something. They have to come to that conclusion themselves. You just said you don't believe in religion. I didn't say that. I said I personally don't believe there is a God. I don't subscribe to any particular religion myself. I believe in religion. it exists. There's plenty of people in religion, and it works perfectly well for them. I have no problem with religion. I think it's a beautiful thing. It just doesn't. Neither religion explains life for me, unfortunately. Josh says I only dislike religion because of all the war and death that resulted from it. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of bad actors, right, that will use religion to gain their own personal profits. You can see it in the Middle East, in Israel right now. This conflation between Zionism and Judaism is not helping anyone, including Jews. So if it's not about evidence, then what is your true agenda? My agenda with what? And no one said it's. Who said it's not about evidence? You're the one that's wanting evidence about something that I don't have a degree in. I don't have a degree in RE, in religious education, or in no, I'm not. I'm I'm not necessarily a skeptic, but I am from a. My background is science, is psychotherapy, and I like there to be definitive proof. Um, I don't know. If you're asking what evidence, what proof specifically in there, there's such a whole range of things. Do you know what I mean? About what topic do you mean? Red flags. I'm not going to lie, you're the only one that's coming in here having anything of a problem with me. Um, so, yes, red flags. But I don't think they're from me, my dude. Do you favour the side of novel religion? I don't know what that is. Big dog, mate, calm down. She's just trying to answer your question nicely. Stop being so aggressive. Appreciate that, Serenade. I'm trying to be as diplomatic and professional as possible. What is novel religion? Let's have a look. A novel religion can refer to a new religion or a religious system that is invented within a fictional context. It can also describe a novel or other work fiction. Throughout history, many new religions have emerged, some of which have become major world religions: Christianity, Islam. Some new religions are formed from existing religious traditions. Okay, so there's like Catholicism, different types of. Well, what do you mean? Like Christianity and Islam are also considered new religions, right? Do you know how long we've been on this earth? Thank you. The world has been 600 million years and religions have been 5,000 years. So go and believe what you that if you have a brain. Yeah. I don't know what you're asking. Do I believe in novel? So you favour a side of novel religion? You know whether you know there were always different sects. Yes, that's my point. There wasn't always different sections of Christianity. Christianity in itself is a new religion. Oh, mate, what you on about? We're trying it. We're trying to understand what the what this face looks like. Ah, I can see channel activity of each subscriber now. That's interesting. I can see what you're posting on other channels. I didn't know I could do that. Big dog. With your scary dog picture. Um, it's something that humans do. What is happening? If I were to choose a religion, I'd be a pastafarian. Worship the flying spaghetti monster. A pastafarian. That's amazing. Yes, something that humans do. Yes, so I don't know what you're replying to. Big dog, what are you actually getting out of this? He's jacking off right now. He's got one hand on his penis and just causing chaos. Salim, hi. You think after they crucified Jesus, different factions didn't arrive? When did I say that? I've just said, yeah. But Christianity is still a new religion. The world is very, very old. Do you know how many religions there are in the world? How many religions? At least 10,000. If I go to the Wikipedia page, which alright is a little bit, I am scrolling and 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 scrolling, and I've only just got to Sikhism. I've only just got to the 15th century. I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling. So if you want to come in here thinking you've got some big I know everything and you know nothing attitude, trying to debate something like an absolute debate lord, you're not here to listen. You're not here for advice. You're here to try to make yourself look good by saying that you can say stuff that other people aren't. It's absolutely embarrassing that you think that you can come in here and make me look stupid. Everyone else can read. You're on your own, big dog. I don't know what else to say. How do you know how old the world is? Because of carbon dating, you idiot. You're getting it. You're getting it. How far does carbon dating go? To the beginning of time. Cubic zirconia. Google it. No. No. How about fuck off? How about put you in timeout? 24 hours timeout. Go think about it. That was weird. I don't like to block people because I am here to give free and instant advice. I am extremely charitable with how far I can take things. You saw me trying. You saw me for at least 20 minutes there trying, being very respectful. Because I don't believe generally being an asshole back to anyone ever helps. Oh, chicken, it's you. Welcome. I had no idea. You're giving him hell. Oh, bless you. Yeah, definitely. Don't do it with the ones on your neck with your name on. Oh, bless you. But yeah, you saw I was being as charitable as possible. Um, I'm not here to. I'm here to give psychological help, and I'm not here to debate when the universe began or how. Like, this is a philosophical question that is way beyond this hour that I dedicate. Like, Was that my first Instagram beef? Interesting. You're so nice, and I'm so sad at the thought of people being mean to you. Oh, bless you. Just know, I'm fine. I've had worse said to me by people who mean way more to me. Big dog is fine. And he's on a 24-hour ban, so we shall see if he comes back. That'll be interesting. My word. Well, I'm very sorry, but that seems to have taken up a chunk of my time, which I am conscious about. I didn't think about that. Giving people attention and letting it take up the stream is not the one. Should we give him a perma ban? I think we should. Should we add him as a moderator? He'd be so confused. What? Oh dear. That's hilarious. Permaban done. See ya. See you, mate. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Don't worry about me. Concentrate on getting ready for your exams. Anything you need help with, come in the chat. You watch your first exam be on the evolutionary theory. You'll be prepared. Love chicken, hello. Hi there. Unfortunately, I'm about to sign off. You missed a little boxing match between me and someone who I'm not entirely sure what they believe anyway. But it means a lot having you guys in the chat supporting. I'm going to start making and posting music covers on my other channel, Serenade After Exams. Let me know when that's happening and I will play it live. Literally, we will react live. That's so exciting. Oh, please do. What kind of music is it? People have strong opinions on religion and politics. I usually nod and agree. Me too. But you know when the questions are getting directed at me and I'm like, I can't ignore this. Watch my next exam be religion. Jesus Christ. For all we know, Big Dog is your religious teacher. Teacher at your school. Potentially this person has children. It's making me laugh. But yes, nod and agree. It's the best way. Just smile and wave, boys. Let's get out of here. You said hi. I said hi. Hi, love. I did say hello. Blue heart, love. But also to you guys, smile and wave, boys. That's literally. Nod and agree, smile and wave. That's what we'll do from now on. I love that. If you ever get attacked by any religious zealous nuts, then please come and tell me about it. Come and tell me how you nod and agreed and smile and waved. That's made me happy. Thank you very much, guys. It's been really fun. It's been eventful. We did some stuff. I didn't talk about any of the stuff I wanted to talk about. My stomach is rumbling. Maybe next time we concentrate less on food and less on Egypt. It is possible to change people's minds about things that cannot be proven to be true. It's just, none of their arguments make sense. You talk about, I don't even know. I don't know. There's scientific proof, at least, that supports the evolutionary theory. And then there's a book that's changed through decades, about hundreds of years. multiple books about multiple gods. Which one? God. I what do you do? You're right. It's impossible. It's a lose-lose. Um it's so fun coming to these lives. Oh, thank you. Please keep coming back. Um Go get something to eat 100%. Concentrate more on religion. Big Dog would love that. Big Dog is gone. You'd have to make a new account to get back in here. But we'll find him. We'll weed him out. We'll weed him out. I can always tell if he's not one of you lovely lot. No, don't joke. You're right. Have fun. See you later, guys. Okay, I'm going to learn how to pronounce your name because I don't think I'm getting it right. But thank you for joining, guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for being with me on my crusade. Have a lovely day, and I'll be back on Wednesday. So yeah, be good. Don't go arguing with people. Oh, I love you too. Please know how to pronounce my name for next stream. On Wednesday, I will be fluent in your name, not in Turkish. But I'll be able to say your name, I promise. Thanks very much, guys. Have a lovely day. And I'll put my hair up next time. Too flat. See you later, guys. Mwah. Bye.